Hey there, and happy Thursday afternoon. So coming to you a little bit earlier just because I was in between projects, because I did have stamp camp. I wanted to do this live video today, and I'm also prepping for my big class on Monday in Medelia. So just lots going on, lots of irons in the fire. So just wanted to check in with you here, and it looks like my iPad's caught up. And so today's inspiration is a card that I made at the Worthington Stamp Camp using the Beary Cute bundle. So it's just such a cozy, fun card, and I love blue. A lot of you love the color blue, lots of different shades of blue on here. So I'm just going to turn my camera around so that you can see it better in person. Here we go. Right. And then I'm thinking, like, I have a couple class cards to design yet for Monday, and I have most of them like down pat or whatever. I just need to do the cutting, but I was like, maybe this is something that, not this card exactly, but something like this is something that we should do for Monday, because a lot of people have really liked this Beary Cute bundle. So this paper, before I get too far, I just kind of want to go through the paper from this set, and actually I should show you the whole bundle here from the mini catalog. And let's see, it is on page 24. So lots, actually 22, 23, and 24 is one of those collections where there's a lot to it. So 24 kind of shows you the majority of the stamp set as shown for size-wise and such, and then just kind of the bundle with some more samples and such. But then the collection is just amazing. So I'm using the punch and the stamp set bundle today, and the snowflake embossing folders being used, and the paper. And then if you remember that sparkly ribbon, actually I still have it on my desk here from last week. That is, whoops, part of that collection too, so you can see the shimmery, shiny sparkle in there. And then these I will probably end up showing you on a different day, because I ordered the Memories and More cards and envelopes and the pack here. So I've been seeing a ton of these showing up as samples from people, and these are not sold out yet. There's so many of the embellishments that have sold out, but the adhesive glitter sequins are still available. So that's where this is found. And like I said, just adorable samples that I'm already thinking like, oh, what should I pack to work on at the retreat in Okoboji when I go in November? Yes, I'm already thinking about that. I'm excited about it. And so maybe the Memories and More is something that I could have fun with. All right, so for paper, let me here show you the card again. Just this little background here of the cute paper. Hey there, Joyce, thanks for joining in, and Val and Julie. So Julie got to make this card ready. That is just that little deckled circle is from here, but I strategically cut my paper. This went all the way up to the top with kind of a starry sky, but I cut off strips of like this. I cut off strips like this to die cut my deckled sonnage. And so I did that, and like I said, that's on the back. And then the card's using a piece of the snowflake paper, and then it's just cute, like tracks in the snow with presents is on the back side of that. I think I've used it all up because of that project. And how cute is this? And then this kind of has that homespun look to it. Love the blues and the reds together. Kind of has a Scandinavian feel. And then those are super cute. So for those of you that love to sit in front of the TV at night, sometimes you guys have told me you love to do that and fussy cut those kind of images. And then love this scene with the bears and the trees. And the back side of that is just more trees, blues and greens. And then we've got more presents here and the green kind of homespun look there. So that's what comes in this designer series paper pack. So kind of a fun package to work with. And I will get together there. Let's see, get all my supplies here for for you. So here we go. All right, so starting with the card base, and this is going to come together pretty quick because since I'm showing you things that I did already at the Worthington Stamp Camp, the pieces are already cut, so it'll come together quick. So the card base is Night of Navy, opening this way. And then I can go ahead and already start just putting together some of these pieces for you. So I have the products here to show you so you know what I'm talking about. The Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder is from the new mini catalog. You can see it kind of has a heavier snowfall at the top as it goes down to the bottom. So I tried to capture some of the heaviness going down on this little piece here. So I've got that, and then that is ready to put on my card. And I'm almost centering this when I put that on my card front here. And then next I'm just taking this. Oh, you guys love to know measurements. I know you guys love to know measurements. So it is 3 by 4.5. And then this is like just over 2.5. So about 2 and let's see. 5/8 by 4. So that's what that measurement is there. And I think I went, you know what, if it's 2.5, might as well be a little bit more because I can't get more DSP out of that anyway. So that I'm just going to kind of put off to the side here like so. And then the next thing that I used here are a couple of the circles from the Deckled Circles dies. So just kind of layered a nice matting there with those 2 circles. And I did basic white. And then, like I said, kind of that night sky with the snowflakes on the other side. So this I can just take and put together like so. And I'm going to grab some dimensionals. It's so fun to, after Stamp Camp, to go, okay, what's left for supplies on some of these tables? And here we have like this sheet that just has like 4 dimensionals left on it. And I'm like, you know what? I am going to use those all up so that I can start with fresh ones for my next class and so on. Let's see here. I'm just going to go kind of like at an angle like that. And now let's do some stamping. So look at all that I could just put together just using some fun papers and such. Hey there, Amy. Good to chat with you already today. All right. So let me open up my Night of Navy ink pad here and get out my Bear and my stamping mat. This is a photopolymer stamp set. So having a mat's really important. So I'm just going to stamp him out here, the bear. There we have the fun polar bear, love it. And then I know last week when I did, or a couple weeks ago when I did a polar bear card for you, I stamped the scarf and cut it out. Well, this time we're just gonna have that. There's just a lot going on with today's card anyway, so I'm going to stamp that direct on there without cutting it out because I feel like that extra bit of time and effort and layering is going to get missed because the card's pretty busy itself. So then we're just going to bring over the punch here and feed that right in here. This has not sold out yet, you guys. I've sold a lot of these punch bundles, and the paper, like the paper that I showed you, coordinates as well as the very beginning of the catalog has that Walk in the Forest paper that coordinates, and that has not sold out yet either. So that's good news. So I feel like confident when I show this that nobody's going to get mad that something has sold out yet. I say that like in 5 minutes it could be gone. So next I'm going to open up Mossy Meadow, and that's going to be our tree from that stamp set. Very cute. So I'm just going to take the same piece of white cardstock here and give ourselves a nice outline of the tree there. And then I'm going to open up Old Olive and do the inside tree there like so. Just making sure I kind of re-ink this one. I want to make sure that it's not going to be like too goopy weird. We'll see. Not too bad. So maybe a little dark because it would be fine if I hadn't like just re-inked it like half an hour ago or less. All right. So the other thing that we need is a sentiment. So from that same stamp set, pulling back over Night of Navy, I'm going to ink up Merry Christmas here and just center that on a strip of basic white. And I love kind of the special little cursive on there. So that is about 5/8 as well, right in between the 1/2 inch and the 3/4 inch. And for that, I just want to take my scissor and do just a little bit of a cut going the same direction like that and like that. I'll set that side here. And believe it or not, I made my people fussy cut at the Worthington Stamp Camp. And nobody really complained. I've been hearing lots of fun things about, see, I used to do, if you're newer to following me here, I used to do 10 cards per stamp camp. And not only was it getting to be a lot for me, but it was getting to be a lot for people. And I don't think, you know, they don't want to hurt my feelings or whatever, but I've been hearing so many positive feedback comments about, we love that we have 6 cards. And so I feel like I can make the cards a little bit more special. And so if they have to fussy cut on a card, it's not like, oh, how are we going to finish all of our cards if we have to do 10? And if this is going to be on all the cards and such. I'm just going to cut that off so it's out of my way. So yeah, so I think the biggest question was just wanting to know, do we really have to fussy cut this? Because sometimes there'll be dies for, you know, different things. And if they don't see the dies, they'll start fussy cutting and not realizing like there was a die or punch for something. But for this, there is just fussy cutting. All right, so I'm going to get my trash out of the way here. All right, so there we have that. Okay. And hi there, Kay. Good to see you on here. And Margaret. Yeah, Margaret says that's the cutest little bear, and it sure is. Hi there, Donna. Oh, and Pam is watching from work, and she won't get in trouble because they are slow today, she said. All right, so now it's just a matter of putting some dimensionals on the back side of all these things. So I'm just going to get rid of that sheet. Like I said, it's just kind of interesting after stamp camp to see like, all right, what's left. And I will say like that sheet, what was left were like the honeycomb pieces. So kudos to people that cut around the edges. This one was left and they cut around the edges. So I was like pretty excited about how resourceful people were. Here's like just an edge piece and you can tell that like that they had cut around the edges there. So yeah, just kind of exciting to see how my people treated my stuff, because I know some people say, how do you do that when people use your stuff? Like, does that drive you crazy? Do you have a second set of supplies that are for classes versus your own? And I'm like, no, I never thought about getting a second set of supplies. And for the most part, people are pretty good. It's always the smashers. The smashers are the ones that just smash the stamps into the ink pad. But I think as people see and realize like you can just tap and get some ink on there, it's all good. So yeah, people are really decent, I will say. All right, so I'm just going to kind of try and leave enough room so that my bear doesn't have its nose going off the card, and that there's enough room to kind of have the tree on part of the circle as well. So I've got that going there. And then my Merry Christmas is just going to go kind of like right underneath the paws. Actually, I kind of want it to be underneath the tree a little bit too. Just going to go kind of like that, like so. There we have it. So we've got a sentiment, a couple focal points. Does that look crooked? Well, actually it follows that, so it must be okay. Maybe it's the camera angle or the card angle that I'm holding it at for the camera. So yes, so that kind of puts the card together just like that fast. And then for the inside, for Merry Christmas, that was a sentiment in there. And the inside I'm going to leave for the majority of it pretty blank. I am going to come back with these 2 little snowflakes and just add that like so. So some of the sentiments for Christmas might say like from us or from our home or, you know, this or that. And sometimes people have different situations where the inside, even for a Christmas greeting, isn't always matching up for, you know, what you have going on for your house or in everything and in your situation for the holiday season. So I'm like, you know what, if I put Merry Christmas on the front and then have that be an open option in the inside, that should be just fine, but still kind of carrying through with the snowflake images of stamps that match that cute paper. So hopefully you guys are like looking at that bundle and liking it. And Amy says you make it look so easy. Amy, I do this every day. No, I'm just teasing. So yeah, it should be easy. But like yesterday, like let's be like 100% real and honest. I will say that like I made it look easy today. Yesterday I was in the middle of my card for those of you that watched, and I realized that I needed to die cut something for my card, and I had to run out in my living room from stamp camp the day before, grab my die cut machine, and the whole time I was like, don't run too fast, don't get it too fast or you're going to be out of breath when you come back on camera. So yeah, I am very real when I do these, and I do mess up, but I sometimes, like today, things went smooth and it does make it look easy, and that's my goal always for you guys, is just to give you projects that can be easy but look super special, super cute. A lot of this is making the papers and the embossing give it that special touch that makes it extra too. So tomorrow I will be back again with you guys. This was card number 4 out of 6 from the Worthington Stamp Camp, and I want to show you a 5th inspirational piece that we did too as a fun class project. So thank you so much, Amy. I love being your teacher, and for all of you, yeah, and always reach out to me too if you have questions. That is what I'm here for. So have a great rest of your day, guys. See you tomorrow.